If you are still making excuses by the end of this video to not get on Body Game, you deserve to feel invisible. Honestly, you deserve to be invisible. Because I can keep making these Body Game videos and guys will deny it every single time. They'll try to downplay the Body Game because they don't want to put in the work. When I say that physique turns into a freak, I absolutely mean it, dog. I've had a lot of experiences from the physique, from the Body Game. And even when it comes to guys, the way they look at you, the way they respect you, women trust you a lot faster. When a woman's attracted to you, she'll trust you, dog. And sometimes I thought about it, like, it's kind of crazy the world we live in, where there's been times I downloaded Tinder and you'd have a girl come over. The first time you're meeting her, she's at your front door. And I was like, man, that's kind of insane, that a woman will put herself in harm's way. I could be Jeffrey Dahmer, you just come inside my house, you're laying in my bed, and we hardly had any conversation. But you see, the arousal from the Body Game is so great that a lot of times they'll throw all caution to the wind. They'll throw all the caution to the wind because they're so attracted to you, because you tap into that primal nature. And there was actually a study done in 2007 where women would sniff a guy's sweaty shirt. And within 15 minutes of her sniffing the sweaty shirt, her cortisol would go up. Her sex drive, her arousal would go up. So that just right there shows you how primal fitness is. Right? Guys can say, oh, women just like money. No, my brother. Yes, she likes the resources. Yes, that makes her comfortable. But she really gets the most wet for the Body Game because that kicks in her primal nature. Am I saying every woman likes an athletic body? I'm not saying all of them, but damn near all of them do. And a lot of these women out here that say they don't, it's because they don't want to compete. They don't want to compete. Because I've had women tell me, Cole, you look like an F-boy. Oh, I could never get serious with you. I'd be too insecure. I've had women tell me that. I'd have to be constantly fighting off women. It's not that she doesn't want that physique that turns to a freak. It's she knows that shit comes with a lot. She's not willing to fight them other women off. So, dog, if you're making excuses not to get on Body Game, what are you doing? What are you doing, like, truly? Now is the greatest time to ever be living. Because a lot of guys, they worry about what they don't have any control over. And since the beginning of time, women always have more kids than a lot of guys. Like, there was more guys that would never have kids than women. So it's always been easier for women when it came to dating. But now, you can climb that ladder better than ever before. Like, we have YouTube. You can click on a YouTube video, help you get motivated, help you learn something, help you get right in the gym, help you get right in life, help you get right in any aspect of your life. Everything's at your fingertips. But at the same time, you got a lot of distractions. You have a lot of distractions, dog. But I'm telling you guys, stop sleeping on the Body Game. And we live in a world that keeps getting fatter. Americans keep getting more obese. I mean, it's real close to the average person is obese. It's really close to that. So you stand out more than ever before. If you just go on a walk every day, if you do some push-ups, some pull-ups, you really don't have to do that much. Your testosterone goes up 20% just from doing a 30-minute workout. 30 minutes. All you guys have 30 minutes. But some guys would rather make excuses. You need to find a way to enjoy fitness, dog. It's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be able to move your body, being able to live. Because there's going to be one day you can't do that anymore. There's going to be one day you can't hit that gym and turn into a beast. There's going to be one day you can't get that physique that turns into a freak. But so many guys will waste their potential. Most guys will never even come close to their maximized potential at all because they were too concerned about how they felt. Or some guys, they want to fit in. Yeah, some guys, they too worried about fitting in. I understand, a lot of guys that are fat, their whole family's fat, they grew up that way. The minute they go against the grain and start doing different, they're going to be judged. People going to make slick comments. And I seen one guy, he said, Cole, fat guys can't win. They don't work out. You talk bad about them. They're working out. You talking bad about them. It's like, okay, every now and then I might make a joke that I shouldn't have made. That's kind of my humor. Sometimes I say shit I shouldn't. That's life. But at the same time, dog, the fat guy's going to be the guy that's super sensitive. Because like we said before, his estrogen's going to be higher. Testosterone's going to be lower. So you are going to become a completely different person when you lose that weight, when you get some muscle on you, when you get in shape. You become a completely different person in every aspect. And that's why I said before, like, I don't see how people lose all the weight and then they gain it back. And then someone in the comment section was like, Cole, that's an addiction just like anything else. I said, yes, I understand that. I understand food is the greatest addiction in this world. But when you take a couple steps back, you should be able to analyze your situation and realize how great being in shape is. How great it truly is. What I was saying is, like, I don't see how guys can experience the body game and then start slacking off again. Because me, dog, now I've never been fat. You know, I done bulked up before for football, but I've never been fat. But I can say I will never be fat. I can say that. Unless I had some like crazy health condition or something, that's the only way I would get fat. Because such a big part of my life is exercising, is moving, is challenging myself. That's a big part of my life. And I sometimes think, like, where would I be if I never worked out? Like, I'd be a completely different person. I'd probably be a gamer. My posture would be worse. My dating life would probably be non-existent. I've gained a lot from body game, dog. And even when it comes to guys disrespecting you, people don't disrespect me, dog. Like I said, anytime I had some type of beef, it's been very passive. It's they talking behind your back. The one time the guy snuck me, he wasn't even looking at me. I wasn't even looking. He had to catch me off guard. And then as soon as I'm about to get right, he doesn't want to fight me. A big part of that is body game. And even in that situation, dog, he would have stomped me out. He would have stomped me out if I wasn't in the gym. But just off of lifting so much, just off doing so much calisthenics, he couldn't even get me on the ground even though he had 100 pounds on me. So every aspect of your life will get better. You will become a different person. Your whole mindset will change. And I think a lot of guys, they are too focused on the short term. And this is why a lot of guys, they get on body gaming and it doesn't last. They were too worried about the short term. They were doing stuff that wasn't sustainable. And this is why I would tell you guys, a lot of you guys need to slow down. You want to get, oh, Cole, I want a body like you. Within the next 6 months, it's like, dog, I've been at this over 10 years. This is a lifestyle. Stop being in a rush and just enjoy the process. And I think a lot of guys that do the yo-yo, they got right and then they get back fat, they weren't truly enjoying the process. They looked at the whole thing like a punishment. You should never look at fitness like a punishment. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And it makes me feel good every day. So that's why I say I don't see how people lose all that weight and then gain it right back. It's because they didn't go about it the right way. They were just punishing themselves. They were just worried about what they're going to do for the next 6 months. Not what am I going to do till I'm for the next 60 years. That's what you should be focused on. Yes, that's what you should be focused on. But a lot of brothers, they look into short term. They just want these quick results. It takes time, dog. It takes time. And then in the long run, you realize the biggest benefits of the body game isn't even about attracting women. That's like the smallest part. You realize the way you view yourself. You realize you feel different every day. You like, I never understood how guys complain about the gym. I'm like, that's the highlight of my day. Once you start getting that high off of working out, it's such a good feeling. You meet a couple guys at the gym, they got good energy, man, it's such a good feeling. You know, and sometimes you just run into a random guy at the gym, y'all dap each other up a couple times, and then next you know, y'all working out with each other. Now you got a new friend. Shit happens like that, you know, but I can't see why guys will make excuses, dog. Why guys will cope. Stop trying to be comfortable all the time, dog. Cause I just think about it, man, like that has to be such a pathetic way to live. Being scared to just show your body. You scared to take your shirt off at the pool. You dread going to the beach. That's gotta be a sorry way to live, dog. Like I said, it's been set up for you to be that way. They want you to be a fat shit ass. They want you to be a big back, blue back well. Because you're easy to control. You just sway by your emotions. You're gonna be one of these people that you never think for yourself. You just another bot in the system. Whatever the TV says, you believe everything it says. Because you can't think for yourself because you are on such a low level. You have such a low mindset of yourself and everything else in this world. And how could you be positive when you're putting poison in your body on a regular basis? When you're treating your body so badly? Our bodies are amazing, dog. Our bodies are truly amazing. Your temple is a truly amazing thing, but if you keep beating at it, if you don't treat it right, it can't be amazing. You know, start treating your body right, man. Like I said, man, like we get this one guaranteed life. You get this one guaranteed life. Why would you not want to get in good shape? Why would you not want to see what your body could really do? Because I promise you, you will beat out most guys. You will beat out most guys if you hit that gym on a regular basis. If you do the things that scare you. The competition has never been weak. The competition has never been this weak, dog. Like, a lot of guys I look around are truly pathetic. A lot of people, they live their life online and they don't do anything outside of it. A lot of guys, they try to flex online, make themselves look a lot better, and then in real life, they really shit asses. They really have no substance at all. So man, dog, I don't see how you couldn't get on Body Game. I understand we got jobs. You know, one of my friends, he just started working recently. You know, he down for the summer. He usually in college, so you know he worked for the summer. He like, man, I see, man, it's tiring being outside working, and then you get off and you got to go to the gym. I said, yeah, it's tiring. And then he was telling me, like, my parents were telling me, you see how it is now, Cole? You see how it is now? I'm gonna say the name. I ain't trying to say people's name. But you like, you see how it is now? He like, man, it's tiring. I don't know how people, you know, do this their whole life. I said, you better get used to it. And I was telling him, like, those days where you had a long day, I think most guys should hit the gym in the morning. But let's say you hit the gym after work. Just dial the workout back a little bit. If you had a really long day, your body's drained, you done stressed your body out a lot, just go on a light workout, dog. It can be that simple. It can be that simple, and that's how you really win. You have to set up and be prepared for days like that. It's just like beating any addiction, right? Like someone said, food is a great addiction. You have to set it up. When I get this craving, what am I gonna do? You have to plan before. You have to beat those feelings. You know, like I said, when I was like super glued to pornography, watching it every single day, I had to make a conscious decision to, okay, I'm not keeping my phone right beside my bed. Or maybe you beat your meat before you go take a shower. So you're not gonna put your phone in the bathroom anymore. Like little things like that will make a huge difference. So how can you set yourself up for success? I don't see how brothers can live like a shit ass your whole life. You watching all this dirty content, pretending you was this other guy, wishing you was this other guy, wishing you had a good physique, when you could go out and do that shit right now. You could be in a completely different position in life in a year. You make the decision. You make the decision, man. Nobody's coming to save you. And nobody cares to save you. No, there's nobody here that you're gonna blame, and you can play the blame game your whole life. You're not gonna get anywhere with that shit, dog. Body game will solve a lot of problems in your life. Is it everything? No, but it's the first step in the right direction, and it's the foundation. If you don't have your health, what the hell do you have? But that's all I got for y'all today. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.